Hello guys! Today I'm going to do the wrap-up video for the books I read in March. I read 4 books and I thought it was like a miracle because it was nearly the end of the month and I still had read only 1 book. Then last week I read pretty fast, so I made it to 4. Okay, so the first book I read was The Iron King and I gave this one 2 stars. I'm sorry to say, because I've heard such great things about this book and the series, not the series really, because some people were not liking some sequels of the series, but I heard a lot of good things about this one. And it was very hard for me to get into it. I wasn't excited at all, and it was boring and it was low. Pretty much liked the characters and the romance and stuff. It was good. It was good. I didn't have any problems with them. It has some sort of humor, so it's kind of funny sometimes, but I didn't like the fact that sometimes there was a very solemn or very serious or tragic thing going on, and they would put a funny line in it, and I thought it was totally unnecessary, and it made it not a very serious story for me. It was kind of, everything's a joke. So I didn't like that. I thought that it could have moved a little faster because I thought so many paragraphs were so unnecessary and I wanted to jump them because they were just repeating things and I already knew what was going on. I didn't like it. But still, it was 2 stars. I cannot even say it was a good book. It was an okay book because, yeah. I'm not reading any sequels ever. Okay, so the next 2 books I read, I don't have them right here. A friend of mine let me read his books. I'm gonna put the covers here. It's The Walking Dead hardcovers. So I read book 1 and book 2, and book 1 has the graphic novels 1 to 12, and then the second one was 13 to 24. And I'm a very big fan of The Walking Dead TV series. And there was a part in the TV series this last season that made me very intrigued, and so I decided to read the graphic novel. And it's very fun to compare the 2 stories. I'm not finding it strange in the least. I think it's good to see how the 2 stories move completely different from each other, but I still like both versions. So it was fun, and I found out some things that the TV show still didn't let us know yet. I gave 4 stars to both of them. It was 4 stars because I think I'm not very used to reading graphic novels. I read 300 and Watchmen. I read sporadically graphic novels, and so I'm not very used to the way it is. So they kind of repeat. Everything has to be very explicit in their thoughts and what they're feeling and what they're deciding. So sometimes we already know something, a fact, some relationship issue, that fight or whatever that's going on, and the characters keep saying it again and again to each other or to themselves. But maybe I'm just very used to novels and that's just the way it is. But I very much liked it. Yeah. The 4th book I read this month was The Sookie Stackhouse Companion by Charlaine Harris. And I am a very big fan of the Sookie Stackhouse series. And I read all the books, and I can't wait for the new book to come out in May. So having this book in between the books the real books, was very fun. It was fun to have like a little short story in between. And this book has a lot of other very useful things for the fans of the series. The most amazing thing about the book is they have a timeline. There's like a summary for every book, from book 1 to 11, and it's a very detailed one. You really get to live it again. So it was fun for me because the first books, especially because I read them so long ago. So I very much liked this book. It was 5 stars. Awesome. So yeah guys, that was the wrap up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.